All right, beliefs. Are they beneficial investigating them? Not for mine. Because it's fifth dimensional and I see it as cognitive dissonance, which means like when an idea comes in and the one person goes, no, I don't like that of the body. So they're just not accepting themselves or the universe around them because they haven't quite got their body in the condition to do so. So let's have a look at it. It's quick and easy. Thought patterns is electrical conductivity. And from Dr. Bruce Lipton's Biology of Belief, he teaches us that the receptors of the cells are where the belief system is stored. So, if our cells are vibrating at a homeostasis high rate of vibration rate, then, well, you know, like when you're feeling great, you've just done some exercise, you're feeling good, we're accepting everything else that other people have discussions and debates with. Whereas if we're feeling a bit insecure and dense and got a lot of shit about us, then, like people who eat, you know, Maccas all the time and crap food, then they're not an open mind at all. And the mind is just a receptionist or a transmission receiver for the body. So the way I look at it is if I've got a blockage in my liver and gallbladder, which I used to, I was angry at the world, so I wasn't open to much femininity or my feminine side and nurturing, then I didn't accept spirituality, I didn't even know about it. It wasn't even in my world because I had a lot of fungus here and that would be sending messages to the fungus and back. I didn't even get to the bottom half of the body, so I had a very limited awareness, let alone a belief system, which is not a belief system, it's an ism, right? Usually beliefs are imposed by other people. We always want to check with ourselves and see how it sits, because that's what esoteric teachings do. Like, we can argue whether that concept is right or wrong or not, but that's duality, it's a waste of time. So it's very much reliant upon this front brain, the neofrontal cortex. And that's where all the conceptual understandings are located. But of course, the majority of people have a ridiculous amount of parasites and viruses and all sorts of gunk in this neofrontal cortex because that's what they've got in their large intestine. As above, so below. Because after 5 years of next level detoxification, I'm much more open to new concepts and I can understand and download spiritual teachings and esoteric teachings because my front brain is awakened, much like Neo from the Matrix, that's the point. But I'm only able to do that by having a V-shaped body with muscle tone and clean and clear from a lot of detoxification. And so my nervous system, as I'm growing and expanding, is now able to receive the messages that would come in for the right side masculine and the liver and gallbladder, or from the spleen, which is the feminine side, which connects to the right side brain and connects to the universe. So if they're disconnected by fungus up here, affecting our subconscious mind, the messages back here, we're not going to even understand spirituality and concepts. So that's why we don't really bother trying to educate the zombies, because we'll see them, they've got black eyes, they're dark eyes, they're just dull. Give them an esoteric concept and it's like, what? You're making me think. It's impossible for them to do it unless they're open-minded and willing to listen and learn with some sort of bonding rapport connection. And there's a lot of supposed spiritual teachers in this position. Always look at the body. If they look good, they look sexy, they've got abs, then you might want to pay attention to them. If they're big and huge, then all of their nervous system has to go through that fungus and all the critters and gunk before they can send a message to the mind through fungus and parasites and all sorts of black, dark, evil gunk in their body. So it's just, they just won't see it, you know, because our vagus nerve from the right side of the brain to the sacral is our life nerve, or is basically responsible for the connections in the nervous system that connects all the cells together. We call it the ether element, or some people call it God. You just need a father figure to externalize to. They just haven't figured out it's in the body because they're externalizing their perspective. External perspective, allowing someone else to, you know, tell you what is wrong, this just doesn't work. So as we learn and grow, and our nervous system expands past our bodily imbalances, we're able to take on more information and more wisdoms, and our body and our world and our universe, because the body is the universe, opens and expands. So, belief system in the head, nah, good luck with that. Fifth dimensional, there's 6 and 7 above that, so basically it's a limitation. And you'll notice with a V-shaped body and less gunk down the bottom half of the body and the gut and the reproductive system, and there's a bucket load there, then we're open to more belief systems and more open-minded ways of thinking. Because our creativity comes from sacral to nervous system along the vagus nerve up to the right side of the brain. If that's not awakened, then the person is not able to come up with a creative solution, or will interpret whatever message is given to them through their bodily imbalances, through all of the gunk in their chakras or the endocrine glands. So, clear them. You'll just get super happy, super excited. Get rid of all your health problems and become enlightened. Pretty handy. So, belief systems, cognitive dissonance and blockages in the body. If we don't like a belief, well, guess what? It's ours. Own it. So, my suggestion is, drop the word belief. If someone tells me they believe something, well, then that's obviously something from their past that someone else has told them that they've bought into, because they haven't got a more open gut. Feel free to drop the belief word and all the whole systems, because they're just isms. And as Ferris Bueller said, isms are not very good. I believe in believing in yourself and oneness of oneself, and you got to get a sexy body to do that. Giddy up!